Good afternoon. It's middle of March, almost, and we're still wearing masks. I'm alone in my office, so I'm going to take off my mask. But I hope that you will continue to wear the mask, even if you're vaccinated. If nothing else, it's a good example. Today, on the 11th of March, I'm covering the In the Meantime session for yesterday. I'm not feeling well, so I missed a day. But this one's titled, Will They Come Back? We've lost a lot of people at this little church in this little town. Some left before the pandemic in disputes with me, the rector, in disappointment that grace couldn't regain its glory years, in addictions, in family disputes, and in broken marriages. People quit coming until the view of the church on Sunday mornings was just plain painful to see. Then the pandemic hit. There was no church to attend anywhere. Now we're beginning to reopen with cautious social distancing, and people ask, will the ones who fell away come back? Now my heart was broken with every absence. The stress for me has been very difficult. And in my view of heaven and reconciliation, there is a banquet waiting where all those broken relationships come back together again for a meal. And for once, all is well. But that is heaven. And we remain bound to the gravity of this earth to work out our salvation with fear and trembling, as the Apostle Paul says. To inquire whether our old friends at church will come back is a bit of a red herring question. It is not relevant to the church, to our mission, or our faith. It would be wonderful to see old friends again, no doubt, and some people may return. But such a question expresses a natural desire to return to an earlier time of normal, a comforting desire in a discomforting time. To those who constantly compare today's church to the good old days under Father so-and-so, I want to suggest another image. Together, those of us in this church have climbed a steep hill in the pre-dawn hours. We're standing on top of the hill, looking at the faint traces of dawn to the east. We are the faithful remnant. We are the pioneers and explorers. We are the vanguard God has sent on a mission to recolonize this little church in this little town. We are like Moses and the Israelites standing on the east side of the Jordan looking across. And together we will wade across and do the work God has given us to do. To those who fret about the return of the lost, I suggest two other questions are worth considering. First, how have we been faithful to God during these 400 days of exile? And secondly, how and what will we share of our faith with those new people that God sends us? Have we prayed and meditated on Scripture? Have we contacted friends and neighbors to see how they are doing? Have we shared our worldly wealth with the poor? Have we grieved with those who lost loved ones? These actions flow from a life of faith focused on the here and now. And what of the future? Are there deep needs in the community around us where we are called to help? Our faith, kept alive during these months of isolation, is to be a beacon drawing others to Christ that is in us. Will new people find in us a lively faith that reaches across social boundaries to a hopeful future? Will we rejoice in the new dawn ahead of us? I hope so.